All right, family. We got another video, man. Um, and this goes with what we talking about, man. About manhood training, man. It's one of the things we talk about in manhood training in emergency pack is relationships, is heterosexual relationships, right? And one of the things that we go over is how to the criteria by which we use to differentiate and discriminate between who is worthy of our sexual time and who is not worthy of our sexual time, right? And most young men don't know this. They think anybody with a vagina is worthy of their sexual time, and that is not true. But anyway, let's see. Now, today we have Brother Anton Daniels. He is breaking this video down. And the reason why I'm showing him is because he has the video. I don't know where to find it. I think it's on TikTok, but I don't know exactly where to find the video, but he's got it right here. So I'm gonna just use his video and commentary. Shout out to Anton Daniels. But we'll see where it goes from there. We'll see what he say. We'll see what I say. I'm merely looking at this from an educational standpoint. I just want to educate our young men on how to be better at selecting these women, because a lot of these women, they look like they look that they're not there. They look well, right? They look well. So our young brothers don't see anything with their naked eye that's wrong with the person, but they don't understand that there's more to a person than just what you can see, visually inspect. You have to get some paperwork. In today's world, what needs to happen is you got to check. Everybody's got to be checked out. And if they really care about you and they really want something with you, why would they have a problem showing you their health status? Think about that for just a minute. If somebody really want to be with you and really care about you, why would they have an issue with you with showing you their health status? Only a person that has something to hide would say, why we got to do all that? I'm here right now. You here right now. Come on, let's do it. Can't be so quick to jump the gun. You jumping the gun on that one, right? In today's world, right? Back when I was coming up, you got a little something. You might was burning a little bit. You went to the doctor, got a shot. 3 weeks later, you was back, ready to rock. Today's world, no. They can give you something that how you shut you down for life, right? It's terrible. It's terrible the way things have devolved. But without further ado, let's get into it. This video is where a young man has been with this young lady. I guess this is his girlfriend, and he was feeling some type of way, went to the doctor and found out that he is HIV positive, and he suspects it's her since he is claiming that he hasn't been having sex with any other people. All right, so let's get into it.
Bro. Hey. What's up? Hey. What's up? It's a lot.
Why you silent? What's wrong?
Because we need to talk.
Oh my gosh.
So me, oh my God.
What are we talking about, bro?
Why you got half of the sheet on the bed?
I'm in the washer.
What's up with you though?
What's up with you? Why you coming to see me all sad?
No, because I am sad. That's why. What's up with you though? Like for real, for real.
Whose shirt this is?
What's up with you? Not for real though.
Listen, man.
Listen. What's up with you? On some real shit though.
Now I'm gonna say this. If you trying to find out something, don't beat around the bush like that. Just say, this is the situation, and I need you to help me clarify some things. I mean, don't say, what's up with you? What's up with you? What's up with you? How is she supposed to answer that question? Right? All right, let's continue.
What's up with you? Nah, man.
Why are you crying? What's wrong? What's wrong? Bro, I can't take you crying. You know I'm gonna laugh. Come on, like, what's wrong?
Shit, don't laugh. It matter right now.
What's wrong?
Products built for all types of work. Meet your power suite at Monday.com.
Keep it quilted means you keep it the best. 3 layers of plush comfort you can see and
What's wrong? Talk to me. Don't talk to me. Talk to me.
I'm gonna just show you what the fuck they said today. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I got. Nah, because I went to the fucking doctors today, and I'm gonna show you what the fuck they said. I'm gonna show you what the fuck they said.
She
man.
coughing already.
You got COVID? You got HIV, bro?
Yeah, I probably got it from fucking you.
You know you didn't get it from me.
Why I didn't?
Hey, to say I probably got it from you is wild. It's absolutely wild. I'm always baffled. I'm surprised that I was able to source through my emails from the stuff that y'all sent me to react to. I'm always baffled how guys are able to see things through and act like it's not a big deal, like these chicks, just because you can't see it on them, that it's not a possibility that they got something, not just HIV, but a lot of different stuff, right? Like,
Agreed.
it's almost like a mutation of diseases that's available now. But now everybody is just doing everything. I heard somebody say, and I don't know how true it is because I haven't looked it up, nor would I be able to, actually find out the real statistics, because I'm assuming that a lot of people don't even go to the doctor and they just out here operating.
Men don't.
But I heard that like close to like more than 80-something% of people are walking around with herpes. When we talk about the benefits of being married, and of course we know that people can cheat, but in a general sense, when we talking about the benefits of being married, one thing that you really don't have to worry about, especially when you're in a successful marriage, is you ain't got to worry about this type of stuff, right? On the outside, I'm sure he probably looks like a regular person. She looks like a normal hood chick with a bonnet on her head.
Agreed.
But y'all walking around with the hive? Y'all ain't even got the Magic Johnson version. Y'all got the hood version of it. Magic Johnson, I don't even think he got it no more.
You the only person I'm fucking. You the only person I'm fucking, so who else I'm gonna get it from? Who the fuck I'm gonna get it from besides you? Tell who?
Bro, hear me out.
What you mean hear you out?
Oh my God.
What you mean hear you out though? Like what you mean by that though? What you mean hear you out?
Okay. What does this go to show? This goes to show that, man, Bell Biv DeVoe did a song called Poison, right? And in that song they said, never trust a big butt and a smile, right? You just can't assume just because somebody looks healthy that they are healthy, right? Or that because they look good, they're good they have a good personality. They have a good virtue and value system. That is usually the opposite. They look really good. They usually have a poor value system and a poor virtue system. If they're not so on the look scale, they usually have a higher, they used to. Now, a lot of women, even if they're not so good looking, they don't have a good values and good. So you just got to search for what you want. You got to search for a good value. Now, what you would want is the best looking woman that has the highest values and the highest virtues, or the values and virtues that's in line with your values and virtues, right? And that person is open to instruction, right? Because when you get with a woman, and a lot of these women, by the time they get to their teenage years, because they've had so many different things happen to them, They live in defiance. They got, instead of blood running through their veins, defiance runs through their veins. And so what they use to get you to comply with their defiance is casual sex, right? They will have this casual sex with you all of the time to get you not to be upset with the fact that they are going to practice the religion of defiance. When you tell them something, even if it's beneficial for them, they're going to defy you, right? A lot of women are like that. Not all, but a lot, especially in the black community, right? Especially over the last, I would say 20 or 30 years, defiance is the new religion of a lot of black women. Defiance to black men is the religion that they have now, right? And they're going to practice that religion, right? Because the government, it allows them to, the government is the friend that tells them, hey, you don't worry about being with your man. You can, I'll help you. I will reach out. I will do everything your man won't do. I'll do it, right? What was that song? I'll do it for you, right? I'll do everything your man won't do. Who did that? Who sang that? Joe? Right? Right? I mean, but that's so a lot of our sisters have taken the government up on that option, and they will sometimes say, well, I don't need no man, right? They say, I don't need no man. Okay. If you're truly lesbian, you don't need no man, right? That's the way you look at it, right? But those are the women that's not lesbian that's saying that in defiance, yet you still want heterosexual relationships. That doesn't make no sense, because eventually you're going to want a heterosexual relationship with some man. You're going to want to have a strong man in your life, but your defiance is going to run strong men away. I don't care how strong a man is. Most of them do not want defiance unless they are violent. If they're violent, they don't care about, they don't care about you being defiant. That's irrelevant to a violent man. But a nonviolent man, a man that's trying to live his life as nonviolently as possible, who wants to come home to somebody in defiance? Hey, I need you to clean this up. I'm not going to do it. Whether you announce your defiance or not, right? Your defiance is in your behavior still. But a lot of y'all picking women like this. You picking women like this, man. Then you pick women with low IQs, low self-esteem, and low value systems, right? Like a woman like this, right? She's going to report later that, hey, that's why I slept with, she haven't had sex with this man in 2 months, but she's been having sex with other people. She's going to report that. So why, if a person don't value you, they don't value your feelings, they don't value how you would look at things, and they don't know how to structurally do things in a way to show you enough respect, instead of stepping out on the relationship, just end the relationship. Why not end it? But see, the reason why a lot of women don't end these relationships is because they're getting other benefits outside of the sex, and outside of some other, they're getting some other benefits like free room and board sometimes, right? So to disrupt that, just because they have an issue with something and they don't feel that they're going to be able to get it resolved, and they're just going to say, hey, I'm just going to go I'll just get somebody else to deal with this part of it, right? And some of y'all going to y'all deaths. This man got HIV, which is the precursor to the AIDS situation, right? I mean, It used to be a death sentence. At least now they have ways where you can actually, live with it and try to live as best of a life as you can with it. But you always know in the back of your head, man, you are carrying, you are basically a killer. You carrying this virus that could, you could literally kill somebody just by having sex with them, right? And of course, they're not gonna die at the point of contact, but later, you like what are those animals called? Komodo dragons. The Komodo dragon, right? That's what you basically are. You're a Komodo dragon. What does the Komodo dragon do? It has so much bacteria in its mouth. It just wants to bite the prey. Once it bites the prey, it don't do nothing else but just follow it around until he knows it's gonna die. It just follows it around, watching it get sicker and sicker and sicker until it just dies, and then they go up and eat it. Right? They don't fight with the animal. Right? Could be a big old bull, wildebeest or whatever. Right? They don't fight with it. They just bite it on the leg. I saw them when they get close enough to get it on the leg. Once they get it on the leg and they know they got all them toxins in there, they just follow it around for a few days, right? They just follow it around watching it die, right? Because they can smell the death on it. They can smell that it's dying, and that infection goes from the leg up to everything, and then by the time it just get to a point where the thing can't even get up no more, right? And they just start eating it alive, right? Well, that's how this HIV situation is, man. When you carrying that around and you don't tell people that you got it and you having sex with people, you just basically killing them. They don't die that day, but eventually they get sicker and sicker and sicker. And sometimes by the time they find out, they already got full-blown AIDS, right? I think the best thing for us to do in today's world, one of the things I try to teach the young men, is the best thing to do in today's world is show another person your health status, right? Before you get sexual with anyone, my suggestion, for safety reasons, Clarence, I don't want to commit to none of these women. Okay. First of all, my suggestion to you is to abstain from anyone that you're not looking to marry, right? That's my suggestion. That'll keep you the safest. But if you hard-headed and you just say to yourself, Clarence, I'm going to have sex with random women anyway. Okay, if you're going to do that and practice Russian roulette, then what you need to do, in my opinion, the best way to do that is every woman that you're trying to have sex with, you go to the hospital, you go and get a health screening on them, and make sure they don't have any STDs, make sure they don't have any, dangerous viral infections. Once you clear that up, once you get that clear, if you still want to proceed and have sex with this person, that to me is the best way to do that. If you're going to be that defiant, if you're going to be that silly. We're not living in the days where you could just have random sex with people anymore and not know their health status, not know their value system, not know what kind of person they are, what kind of lifestyle they're living. We're not in that situation anymore. You could just hit them and quit them and leave. We're not in that situation anymore. There's many people like this young lady right here. They're carrying all types of different viral infections. And might be a year before you find out. You've been long gone, did a one-hitter quitter on this one, and a year later you get a phone call, hey, I just need to call you and tell you need to go to the doctor like ASAP. Who wants to get that phone call? And who wants to go into and take an AIDS test and take an HIV test? And who wants to be sitting and waiting for those results? And who wants to get the results back that say everything's positive? I'm saying. See, we need manhood training. We need training, man. See, we don't even know what we're doing out here, man. We out here freestyling, I'm just go. I'm listening to Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit said I had to have sex with all these different women, random women all the time, and so that's what I need to do, right? Whether I'm using condoms or not. What is a condom? I mean, yeah, condom is a condom is more effective at stopping the emergence of semen. I would give the condom that. But just because you use a condom don't mean you're not going to come in contact with somebody's bodily fluids and you won't get HIV or AIDS or herpes or whatever else. Right? Doesn't mean that. Like they say, when you have sex with a woman, you're having sex with the other men that she has sex with. You having sex with them too. So look, if she's been a bad picker, she's been a pookie picker, you having sex with all the pookies she had sex with before. Now, my suggestion is, before you have sex with any woman, you should ask her to do a full body cleanse to get everything out of her that any man may have left in her. Get it all out with a full body cellular cleanse. Well, Clarence, I ain't finna do all that because, man, I ain't gonna have as much sex. Yeah, I know. In today's world, man, having a whole bunch of random sex with random people, man, unprotected as well, that's just, man, it's just Russian roulette. Sooner or later, you think just because somebody's the mother and on the motherboard at the church, or, you know, they're in the PTA, or they are, you know, you think that there's a protected class? There is no protected class, man. Why? Because, man, we have so many bisexual people out here that they can bring a lot of the stuff that would stay in one group over to the other group, right? And these things will spread. These things that was typically resolved to one group can go over to any, and now anybody is subject to anything. You have to protect yourself at all times. Protect yourself at all times. That's what we say in the dojo. Protect yourself at all times. Sometimes, no, not sometimes. All times. Protect yourself at all times. Even when you are about to have sexual encounters, you should protect yourself at all times. How do I do that? First of all, you need to get a feel for the person's lifestyle, see how they live. Then get a feel for their value system and their virtue system. See what's going on with that. Why? Because you might impregnate this person. You may. It's possible that you may do. Oh, Clarence, I'm protected. Okay, but it's possible. She's on the pill, Clarence. How do you know? She's on the pill, Clarence. Are you sitting there with her when she takes that pill? No. Well, then how do you know somebody's taking a pill? Oh, Clarence, she got her tubes tied. How do you know? Have you looked at the paperwork that says she got her tubes tied? Have you talked to the doctor that tied the tubes? How do you know somebody has their tubes tied? How would you know? That's my point. A deeper investigation. Anytime, if you value yourself and you value your life, then anytime you lay down with somebody, why should you be risking your life and your family's life and your future? Why should you be putting all that on the line just to have sex with somebody? Why should you do that when you don't have to? But Clarence, I ain't gonna be having a whole bunch of sex. So what? So what? Sex is cool. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm just saying ice cream is good. Ice cream tastes good. But I'm not going to get ice cream that has dog shit in it just because and try to eat around the dog shit. Why? When I could go get ice cream with no dog shit in it. But Clarence, you're not going to eat as much ice cream. I'm not. But the ice cream that I eat, I ain't got to worry. I ain't got to use no skill to eat around the dog shit, right? Some of these women, man, they are black widows, man. And they've been hurt and abandoned and, violated and rejected. They don't care no more, man. They developed a consciousness of direct, to create massive harm. That's all they want to do is see other people suffer because they have shown to be incompetent themselves. And so they want other people to suffer. And you may get caught up in that framework. No, sir. Come to the manhood meeting. Get the training of the emergency manhood pack. Get that training. That training will help you, especially if you're a young brother, man. It'll help you try to understand what you should be doing. But see, so I know some of y'all, man, y'all don't got the balls to confront somebody like this and say, hey, if you want to proceed, you meet somebody and then they want to sleep with you the first night. Never, ever, ever sleep with somebody the first night. Never, ever, ever. Don't sleep with my suggestion, don't sleep with anyone that you don't know their health status, that you have went with them to the doctor. Don't let them go by themselves. You go with them. And you guys all wait outside to get your results, right? You don't want to go with somebody and drop them off. They're just, they'd be like, what do you call that? Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You drop them off. They're supposed to be going to the bowling alley. They go straight across the street to the, what do you call that? Abortion clinic, right? Family, young men. You got to stop going out like this. Got to stop going out like this, man. See, y'all get with these girls because you think they look so good and all this, and that's cool and all of that. But your life is on the line. Every time you unzip your pants to have sex with somebody, you putting your life on the line out here if you don't know their health status, if you don't know their value system, right? You might have a child with this person. Are they reasonable? Are they reasonable? You have a child with somebody who all you wanted to do is have sex with them, but you impregnated them, right? Some type of way. Are they going to be reasonable with you and allowing you to see this child? Or are you going to keep the child and be reasonable and allow them to see their child? See, these are things you got to think about when you're thinking about having sex with somebody, because guess what? It may happen. It's possible. Then you be sitting there crazy. You sitting in divorce court, not divorce court, but child support court saying, man, she crazy. Yeah, you knew she was crazy. And if you didn't know, who's supposed to know? Who's supposed to do that investigation? You guys act like, oh, this girl switched up on me. Shit, man, most women aren't going to switch up on you. They may hide something from you, but that's because you too eager to get into bed with them. If you just slow that situation down, they're going to show you who they are. They're going to show you who they are if you just give them enough time. But y'all so quick to want to get into bed, this kind of stuff is going to happen, and it's going to start happening more and more and more and more, and other stuff going to come happening, right? The world we living in now, something's coming along. It's going to make HIV and AIDS look like nothing. Something's coming along that's going to make those things look like nothing. It don't mean that make those look like nothing. And y'all keep having sex. They're going to drop it in the black community, and then the black community is going to have to deal with it, right? Just like AIDS was supposed to be for the black community, but it's creeped over into the white community, and now it's everywhere. Everybody's dealing with it, right? Everybody's dealing with it. So that's what I'm saying. It's with us, I think the plan is to do some things to us to neutralize our threat to not ourselves, but the general population, right? But we need to neutralize that for ourselves, and start turning it around so we can have good men, good families, good community. But we can't have that, man, if we run around making each other sick, making each other violating each other, doing all this other crazy stuff with each other. It's crazy. Now, let me talk about the Manhood Pack. The Manhood Pack, we talk about 7 different issues. One of them is relationships. How you get into relationships, how you maintain relationships, how you exit relationships. Entering into a relationship, man, there's some things you need to know. Is this really a female? These are some hard questions, man. And before, it was an insult to ask somebody, but now, man, if you're with someone and you can't be honest with them, that alone should tell you you're not ready to be in a relationship with this person. If you can't even be honest enough with them, ask them honest questions, and them likewise ask you honest questions. Their personality is always to be covering up, in this make-believe land where they try to make things the way they want them instead of being the way they're supposed to be. That should tell you something, man. People that live in a lie, that should tell you something. That should tell you something. You're with the wrong person. If you like truth and this person lives in lies, then what's that telling you? Because Claire, she's so good. She looks so good. She looks so good. She's so fine. I know. That's why you caught up. That's why you all caught up. And you're going to always be caught up because you're so stuck on the fact of how she look instead of the fact of how she is. I don't know. I probably would handle that the same way. Some dudes, man, they find out that the girl gave them AIDS or gave them HIV, man, they probably be going upside her head. Right? She lucky. This dude at least was civil enough to just not put his hands on her. But of course he would be upset. Of course you'd be upset. If you're looking at the person who you believe gave you HIV, of course you're going to be upset. Family. Bro C has got a program. We trying to do this online program or in-house program. And we trying to get a facility. We trying to get the facility. There's a facility out here in Los Angeles. We're trying to get it. All we got to do is get the money. The only thing stopping us is the money to secure the lease. I need this money, y'all. I need this money. I need 250 bands so we can secure not only the lease, but the equipment needed to make this place into a place where we can teach young men not only about relationships, money, other different stuff that we need to teach them about, plus self-defense. Our young men don't even know how to defend themselves, right? All they know how to do is fight. They don't know how to defend themselves so they can go home. Fighting is what animals do. They fight. Right? And fighting is what you do when you're in a ring and you got a referee. Right? They tell you in a fight, in a referee in a ring, they say, oh no, you weigh too much to fight this person. Right? So they said, no, you out of this person weight class. You too big. Right? But in the street, there's nobody to say, hey, you too big to fight with this person. Right? There's nobody to do that. That's why it's a different environment than when you fight, when you knuckle up with somebody and you want to fight with them. It's a whole different situation. Fighting is when two people agree that we're going to just keep swinging at each other until one of us knock the other one down. That's fighting. Self-defense, street survival is you going to go home. I'm going to go home by any means necessary. If I got to pull your ear off, if I got to pull your eyes out, if I got to pull your nuts off, I'm going home. Whatever I got to do to go home, I'm willing to do it. I can always take a shower when I get home, but whatever I got to do to go home, I'm going to go home. and I'm gonna always be ready for whatever situation as best as I can. Our young men don't even think like that. They think it's cool. They don't realize they taking a boxing ring environment and bringing it into the street, but there's no referee going with that environment, right? Come on, let's get them up. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. Now, bro, see, you're going to be getting them up by yourself. And as soon as you move on me, I'm going to do whatever is necessary to neutralize you as a threat and go home. Whatever that means. However, whatever that looks like in terms of harm that may come to you, whatever that may look like. But I'm going to go home. I'm confident that I'm going to put my best foot forward. If I don't go home, by Allah's grace, by Allah's will, if that's his will, that I don't, then that's his will. And, I'm willing to do what he wants. But I don't believe until I get that notion in my head, well, he said, Clarence, you ain't walking out of this one. I need you to take a L on this one so that my program can be pushed. Allahu Akbar, right? Okay, that's great. But if I don't get that message in my head, you might be in some trouble, right? you might be in some trouble. We don't want to put each other in trouble, right? I don't want to put anyone in trouble. I don't want to cause no harm to no one, but I'm not at no point willing to let somebody cause harm to me, just because that's their desire. No. No. I'm always seeking peace. I always seek peace, but if the wicked are determined to push their agenda, their violent agenda on me, then I am within my right to defend myself, to create a situation where survival is imminent for me, even if it means the harm of the other person. And that's how we got to train our young men. But see, we're training our young men or allowing them to be trained by the street. The street says, hey, I'm not going to take no L's. Why? Because all of this is like Freud and them said. Freud and them said, everything is about sex. Everything is about sex. This society is set up about sex. Everything is about sex. Everybody's doing everything for sex. To be sexually selected by someone. Right? So if you're so preoccupied with being sexually selected by other people, so you're not focusing on all the other things in life that you need to be focusing on, your finances, your word, your cleanliness, your godliness. We're not focused on none of that, right? I'm getting all dressed up and getting all cleaned and smelling good, not because I should, but because I'm trying to make sure that I'm always in position to be sexually selected, right? I'm just saying we got different. We're motivated by stuff that is not bringing us happiness or bringing us security in this world. Our young men are running around here trying to have sex with anything moving, right? Anything smoking. And the young girls ain't no better, right? Why? Because they're watching videos and movies and TV that shows women in such especially black women, black women have this, are depicted on TV as two people, either somebody so old and raggedy that you would never want to have sex with, and everyone else, all the other women. All the other women are these burgeoning sex bombs that are constantly waiting and trying to seduce the invitation of a violation of men with dance, the whispering of their voice, and sexual attention. They always, this is the idea that men have. When men watch the VMA Awards, when men watch the BET Awards, men, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying men are just always being bombarded with everything that they're not good enough that they got to do to get sex. You got to have a better car to have sex. You got to have a better house to have sex. You got to have a better job to have sex. You got to have better friends to have sex. You got to have a better watch to have sex. You got to have a better hat to have sex. You got to have better clothes to have sex. You got to have better cologne to have sex. You got to have everything better so that you can better position yourself to have better sex with more attractive women, regardless of their virtue or value system. A recipe for disaster. You've been given a recipe for disaster, and most of us are following it right off the cliff. Right off the cliff. But there's a few of us that's trying to stop you from walking off the cliff. But some of our brothers, man, they like, Clarence, get out of my way. I'd rather go off this cliff than listen to you. I'd rather go off this cliff and be a paraplegic when I get to the bottom, but at least I have fun on the way down, as opposed to listening to you and living the same amount of time in a healthy situation, right? All right, family, I ain't gonna take a long time, man, or not much more time. We see that these women, some of our sisters, man, we got to watch out for them. Well, really, we got to deal with every sister as though, a thorough investigation has to be done on any sister. I don't care if she come from the church, the mosque, the sanctuary, the temple, whatever. I don't care where she come from. I don't care what kind of person she seems like. A thorough investigation needs to be done on any female that you even remotely thinking about coming into contact sexually with. You need to know their health status. You need to know their lifestyle. You need to know their family. You need to know what's going on with them. Class, I don't need all of that because I'm just trying to have sex with them. Okay. That kind of mentality is going to have you caught up at some point because you've been in the rules. You're walking off the plantation. You're walking off the reservation. And you've been in the rules. You're making your own rules. And when you make your own rules, the devil it's either God's rules or the devil's rules. So you ain't making your own rules. The devil already, if you separating yourself from God, what else is left? What else is left? But family, I need this money. I need this money. I showed you. I will link it in the description box. I'll show you what I need this money for, man. I need this money so that I can get this facility. You'll see. Now, y'all gave all this money to Dr. Umar. Shout out to Dr. Umar. You still waiting? What, 15 years later? You still waiting? 13 years later? You still waiting? Okay. You still waiting. You gave this man millions and millions of dollars, and you still waiting on his school, right? Okay. I'm telling you, you give me this money, I'm going to have stuff where you can see it this year. I'll buy the equipment. I'll buy everything. I'll make sure we got the lease. I'll take care of everything. That's my word. But I need your help, family. Clarence, I ain't got no money. I can't. Okay. Just share. Just share. Because see, everybody talking about, that's a shame. That's a shame. Another female got taken out by some dude, and he took himself out. That's a shame. Another man went and beat the hell out of some girl or diddled this kid. Another man went out and a predator and took off on these children. That's a shame. See, everybody get on here and the internet, and 99.9% of the people say, that's a shame. Here's my take. fuck your take. If it's not helping the community, fuck your take. What good is your take? Here, we got people like myself and others. I got a team of people that's trying to do this. Shout out to Bolo TV. Shout out to Rico Young. Shout out to Hink75. That's just a few of the people that's working with me trying to teach these young men. I got sisters in the background. You're going to hear from them soon. This ain't no joke, man. We ain't out here trying to play. We ain't trying to position ourselves to be sexually selected. Most of us are married. We ain't out here trying to position ourselves. At least me, let me speak for myself. I don't think the other guys are either, but let me speak for myself. I ain't trying to position myself to be sexually selected, man. One thing I know about women, man, either they want to have sex with you or they don't. And if they don't, if most women don't want to have sex with you, that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. How they view you. Right? I don't care nothing about that. I got somebody to have sex with. I really ain't concerned about that. I'm concerned about these young men, man. They walking time bombs. And who they going to explode on? They're not going to explode on no other community. They're going to explode on the black community. They'll explode on our daughters, our sisters, our nieces, our grandchildren. That's who they're going to take all their anger and vitriol out on. Because they ain't got the balls to do it to nobody else. They're going to try to take it out on whoever they feel like they can't exact retribution on them. Unfortunately. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. That's a shame. Oh, that's a shame, Clarence. That's a shame. Okay, it's a shame, but what is you doing about it? Clarence, let me give you my 15 ideas on what the black community need to do. Okay. Nigga, where you at? When you gonna get up and do it? Oh, no, I wasn't talking about me doing it. I'm just talking about this what need to be done. Then shut up. If you ain't gonna get out here, listen, man, if you ain't gonna get on the field, then don't tell me how to throw the football. You can sit back there and say, oh, well, this is how you should have threw the football. This is how you should throw the football. You don't know. You ain't out here on the field. You ain't got all these people running at you trying to knock your head off. You don't know what it's like out here. You just talking. Clarence, that's a shame. That's a shame. Ooh, look at another black man that took out another black man doing violence. Another black man did this sex crime. Another black man did this. Another black man did that. Ooh, it's terrible. Okay, it's terrible. The man said, the harvest is ripe, but the laborers are few. Yeah, the harvest is ripe. Everybody looking around and say, oh, those apples are so sweet on that tree. You gonna get up there and get some? Huh? Well, nah. I'll be here when you get them down. Right? Everybody wants to taste the sweet apples once they come off the tree, but nobody wants to get up on the ladder and go get them. Right? Yeah, I am. I want to go up the tree and get the apples. The fruit. I want to get the fruit. But I need money, family. I need money. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Oh, Clarence, I gave money to Umar, and he didn't do nothing. Now you want me to give you money. $5, $10, $2, whatever you got. If we add our little pennies together, man, we could get this and make this happen, make it a reality. Then I could start doing this teaching not only in person, but I could do it across the country, across the world. Right? We could sit these young men down and we could change literally the world. All we got with just changing black men, young black men, we could change the world. Instead of sitting on these panels saying, that's a shame. That's a shame. I'm tired of sitting on panels saying, that's a shame. Here's 15 more things that we need to do. Well, when we going to get up and do it? When we gonna do it? But see, everybody's in their own little world. They're comfortable in their own little world, especially black men, comfortable in our own little world. Just let me make me enough money where I can move myself higher and higher up this hierarchy that women use to choose and sexually select men. Let me just play with that. If these young men don't know, F them. Because I'm competing with them to get these young girls. Maybe you are. I know I'm not no competition. So I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about competing with them. I'm not no competition. Plus, I got somebody to have sex with already. So I'm good. Right? I have no need to be having a whole bunch of sex with a whole bunch of different people. That's unnecessary. Not going to produce a benefit to me. Ego-wise, maybe, but I mean, really, what is that worth? Family, please consider giving us some money. Consider it. I may have said some things that was a little harsh today, but we need to be truthful with ourselves. Sometimes we are not truthful with ourselves. We lie to ourselves, telling ourselves it's not that bad. That's not going to affect me. I'm doing my own thing over here. And that's not the reality. That's not the reality. The system is coming for our children. The system. And the system's value system is what the system put its value system on our children. That way, they're easier to understand where they're going to be and how to set traps for them, right? If you know that salmon swim upstream, you're going to put your traps upstream, right? I mean, if you know how something moves, it's easy to deal with that thing. Well, they know how young men move because they gave them a thinking process that makes them say, oh, my role in the community, my role in the society is to be a wrecking ball in the black community. That's my role. And I'll get rewarded by the general society in the form of checks from the music industry or the entertainment industry by promoting this philosophy. So they do it. And they say, I'm getting money. That's what happened to us in the black community, where we said, I'm getting money. And doing whatever is getting, as long as you're getting money, you're doing the right thing. I don't know, ask Judas. Let's ask Judas. Just because you're getting money, are you doing good? Can't ask Judas, man. Judas took himself out. Right? Well, he got money. He got paid. Right? He probably was a millionaire at that point. But what value did the money have to him when he couldn't look at himself in the mirror? What value did it have? But we passed that now, man. We learned how to hate ourselves and continue on in life. Because instead of dealing with who we really are, we'll be this personality for the rest of our lives, right? We this actor, this personality, right? Because we think we got to do this to show other Negroes, I'm this big bad man. Really? Okay. Anyway, family, protect yourself at all times. Whenever you're dealing with women, especially the newer ones, any woman, man, you gotta constantly see where her mind is by questioning her. The way you see what's in a person's mind is you ask them questions, and they will typically at first be reserved, but if you keep questioning them, eventually they will start telling you what's really going on, or showing you what's really going on by their behavior, and then you got a better idea of whether you should proceed forward. But any woman you decide you thinking about having sex with, you should get tested together. Before that happens, you should get tested. That's the world we living in today. I would tell my sons the same thing. You should get tested before you having sex with somebody, because a random person, because if you have sex with that person, all it takes is one time, right? All the HIV need is one time. And poof, that's it, right? Finally, help me teach these young men. Please donate to us, Urban Warrior Academy. We're just looking for help funding, man, so we can open up this academy, this facility, man, so we can teach them street survival. Not only street survival, but we can teach them surviving romance, just a lot of different things that they need, finance, how to get a job, how to maintain a job, interviewing skills. We can just teach them so many things, job and career skills. Finally, stop saying that's a shame. I know you just got paid. You just got paid. Just give us $5, $10, whatever you want, $20 if you're feeling good. Our little money will add up. I'm going to see if somebody else going to give you money, Clarence. Okay. If you can't give me no money, cool. I understand. Please share this. Share this with somebody. Because there's somebody out there, if they knew what we was trying to do, they'd say, hey, let me give you some money, Clarence. I just haven't run into that person yet. But you can help me run into that person by sharing this video. All right? All right, family. Shout out to Anton for reviewing this situation, man. And shout out to the brother that found out that his girlfriend gave him AIDS. Gave him HIV, a precursor to AIDS. And shout out to him for not being violent with her or nothing like that. But at some point, man, we gotta change the game around. All right? All right, but y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think.